Fantasy football, harsh reality, week 16,
What?
semifinals week of fantasy football, unless you're in some kind of a shit league that actually goes to week 18, which
Terrible.
is about the dumbest thing that you could do in fantasy
Get out
football.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get a different league. Get a different league immediately. You can see I have
Yep.
various items from for meant for wrapping gifts behind me. So
Oh,
it's
I
gifts
can't do
gives
it. I can't rap. I can't rap
I,
gifts.
you know, it's so funny. My wife is so crafty. She's amazing at it and can do it in minutes. And it takes me hours. So of
Yeah.
course I procrastinate. So right now our tree is loaded with all presents just for me and nothing for my wife. So it looks really bad, but I have all of them right here next to me waiting to be wrapped and stuff and all this. So, and I've got her a few really amazing things that are smaller. So they, but very valuable. So,
I'm gonna try to solicit my neighbor's wife to wrap the present. I just can't do it.
I'm glad that you finished that line.
To wrap the presents. To wrap the presents.
Very important caveat there. Let's just say
Yes.
no one cut that any differently. And of course, I'm wearing my Homer Simpson cowboy shirt for this our what could be I don't know. It's
Stop it.
probably not our penultimate episode, but it's definitely
Oh,
we're definitely circling the drain. So
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's already flushed. Sure, the Cowboys can
no,
get
and
in
I
as long as a
totally
vampire farts at midnight and a werewolf smells it.
No,
We'll
I
be
know. And listen, that defense, Eberflus is just hot garbage. We gave him pieces and he just squandered them anyway. A spread defense on 4th and 1 is just disgusting. And the best was when they went to the reverse shot from the Vikings angle, and you're just looking at it like, what the hell are you doing? You see
yeah.
everyone else stack the line, and you're like, spread out, guys. Oh my God. The worst ever. I can't wait till the season's over and they can finally fire him. As we've discussed, oftentimes when these coaches get their first coaching opportunity, they have to staff it with the coaches that have given them opportunities on the
Right.
way up. And I feel like that's what's happening with Eberflus. Otherwise, he would have been, a while ago. So
I agree. I
or
agree.
not hired at all, actually, right out the gate.
Well,
But
that's probably more likely and more accurate is that he would
yeah,
never have been hired in the first place.
right.
But you never know with Jerry.
Yeah, well, I mean, exactly. I mean, who knows how much of it he was able to pick himself, but usually the head coach gets to bring in the guys that he likes. And they brought in Eberflus. He was not on the staff, I don't believe. I believe they brought him in.
Right.
So the only explanation I see is it was doing him a
I
big
owe
fat
you one.
favor.
Yeah, I owe you one.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Can I just say that we have put respect on people's names? We've put respect on full-on team defenses. But boy, I cannot think of a person who deserves our respect more than Old Man Rivers. What he did last week was one of the most amazing feats. Look, I'm going to be 53 in a couple of weeks, all right? That's not that. I mean, it sounds a
And
lot
you
older,
look
but
like
it's
you
really
turned 53 a couple of years ago.
years. Yeah, I get it. I was glad you said years and not decades. That was very
I,
kind.
I wouldn't go that far, but
You were this close. I saw it. Anyway, but man, look, he's 44, hasn't played in 5 years. He was going against one of the best defenses. I honestly believed. I was worried for his health. Like no joke, no hyperbole. I thought, this defense could really hurt him in a way that is really sad and scary. And he almost won that game, and he did it, and he threw a touchdown pass. And yes, watching him try to get up after being tackled, I could relate to a lot of it, but respect. He had to restart his potential Hall of Fame, what's the word? Eligibility.
right.
Like, I'm not saying he's going to get it right away, but
And he
he's
wasn't, but
eligible.
still, he put it off another 5 years. And
Five
here's the
years.
thing, but here's the thing, and this is the caveat. Okay, when you hear Troy Aikman, when you hear Tom Brady, when you hear these other quarterbacks, like I wouldn't have done it. I can't believe it. I'm like, well, yeah, you have a Super Bowl ring. Think about
Ah,
this. Here you are. You've
mm,
ended your career, and the one thing you didn't get You got the yards, you got the wins, you got the longevity, you got all the ring of honor and the team that you were with for 11 seasons. You got all the other accolades,
Yeah.
and a top
Yeah.
passer of the year. You did it all except for one thing.
We
And
call that
then,
doing a full Marino. Let's going
and,
full Marino.
right. And then a full Marino, all the
Yep.
stats, none of the glory. And then all of a sudden, this ship comes sailing back into port with all the pieces you need to win a championship.
There could not have
Missing,
been a better situation for him. Like it's the only way. I think
and he's
everything had
looking,
to line
yeah,
up.
and he's
It's
looking at
amazing.
Tom Brady doing it with Tampa Bay,
Tampa.
and he's thinking to himself, the good Lord has blessed me with one last shot at the ring. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
I think
sounds right.
any normal human being in that position would absolutely say, I will take command of this ship. I will be your captain. Let's see if we can sail this thing all the way to the championship. I don't see how if I were him, I would have taken the shot too.
I mean, it's so easy to say from our armchairs. I look at it actually. I mean, I've already had a couple of surgeries, and I've don't do no contact sports. So I'm like, man, I don't know. 44, I think I'd be like, yeah, it's a young man's game now, and I'm honored, I'm flattered. But of course, I don't have 10 kids trying to yelling at me for doing all kind. Maybe I'd be like, I got to
And
get the hell out of here.
apparently they get 5 more years of NFL insurance out of it too for him and his family.
Oh
So
wow, I didn't
that's
think
the
of
other
that.
thing. Yeah, no one. That's a
Interesting.
sidebar. That's a small caveat that's been noted, but not very widely noted. Is that yes, his eligibility clock starts over, but so does his insurance from
I
the
always thought that
league.
NFL players got insurance for the rest of their lives.
I don't think so. I think it's a 5 year clock. And I think it also depends on how many years you played. There may be like a sliding scale of years based on how many years you played and how
Interesting.
many years you go. So if you weren't a starter, you probably drops off immediately. But if you started for X number of years, then you probably get it for X number of years. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but
Interesting.
from what I read, he now gets NFL premium
Yeah, I
insurance for
never
him
even
and his
thought about that.
family, him and his
Yeah.
giant ass family. For another 5 years. So it is a financial liability for the league. I mean, I'm sure that they're not too excited about it, but considering they make billions of dollars, I'm sure they can find the room to cover
They
this.
can cover
But
those 10 kids.
yeah, but 10 kids, yeah, now covered by the NFL for 5 more years.
So another thing that happened is I'm waiting, right? I'm waiting for the games. I've got three. Normally, I'm either on bye or I'm out, right?
Right.
I've never really played in week 15. And found myself in a situation where I was playing in week 15 a lot this
Yeah.
season. And this week, I was in on so many games. I'm feeling pretty confident with what I've got, and I get an alert, and I look down, and it says, "Breaking news: Josh Allen." And then it was like dot 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 whatever. I had to open the thing, and my heart, like I'm weak hearted. I can't take that kind of craziness. I was afraid I might have passed out. I opened it up because I had him in one of the leagues starting, and it says Josh Allen, breaking news, expecting a
A
child.
child with, yeah. I knew that's
That
what it was
is
going to be.
not an
Yeah.
ESPN alert newsworthy situation. That you are going to kill somebody.
I think
Like
the funniest thing from last week was you were like, the only thing I'm 100% confident in is Quinshon Judkins. And
right. Oh my God. I know. I really
I
was.
couldn't
I
stop
was.
thinking about that all day. That made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, dude. I admit it. It was. I am still flabbergasted by their lack of usage. I guess. I mean, he's in line for another
Well, and it
great matchup.
and it cost them big time. I mean, they lost what, like 31-3 or something like that. Like,
That's why I'm hoping. That's why I'm hoping if I choose to put him in my lineup versus you, I haven't decided yet. That's why I've got to figure out what my lineup is before I
dude,
set
the
it.
only thing you have to decide is which two of your crappy receivers are going to play. There's no mysteries here. You're not going
I
to
don't
start
know. I might
Quinshon
start
Judkins.
Quinshon Judkins. I
No, you're
might.
not. Shut up.
I mean, I don't
Dude, I
know.
was looking at him like, what mystery does he think he has here? The only mystery are which two crap receivers you're going to go with. That's
I
it. I
like
mean, you're obviously going to go Bijan, Chase Brown, Jonathan Taylor. I mean, you have three magnificent running backs. You absolutely cannot trust Quinshon Judkins again. So, I mean, that's it.
Chase
Decisions are
Brown. Chase
made.
Brown, I'm a little nervous about,
Why would you
and
be? They're
Jonathan
going up
Taylor.
against a Miami team that's pretty much thrown in the towel, starting Quinn Ewers, absolute plus matchup.
So I'm glad you brought that up.
There's nothing
Hold
to
on.
think
But
about here. There's
forget about
nothing
us
to
for a
think
second.
about here.
You're right. Forget about us for a second. But you just brought up another thing that I have on my notes is, can you explain to me why Miami threw in the towel in the fourth quarter of a
Oh,
game that was possible? There was there was like 10 minutes left. Troy was saying it over and over
dude,
again. There's no
Troy
hurry up.
couldn't
There's no,
stop saying it. He
it's true.
couldn't.
He was right. He was
Yeah, he
right.
was like, so lot of lack of urgency here on they're huddling up again.
What the
And
hell?
again, when you what we plausible theorist,
Oh, right.
I
You think?
mean, did the
See, I
gambler, but they
wonder,
were already
as opposed to the gambling part, I would think it was more along the lines of they really wanted Mike McDaniels wanted Tua out, so he let him suffer through this, and then that way he can see what he's got in Ewers. They know they're going to move on from Tua. They already know Zach Wilson's not going to be the guy, so this gives them the 3 weeks to kind of look at it.
either that or he didn't want to risk Tua's health unnecessarily. You
Well,
go into
a
the
reporter asked him that question point blank. Did you see that? The
no.
reporter they said, "Hey, do you think that this might, is this something that has to do with his health? And, do you think this might affect his health?" And he said, "If I thought that by putting him in, it would risk his health, I would not put him in." Is that,
But that's
yeah,
what you
that's what
say
he
on the
said.
podium.
Yeah.
That's what you say on the podium. They say a lot of things on the podium that are just straight up lies.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if you think that what you're getting is the truth, you're absolutely out of your mind. That's why you get
Yeah.
a bunch of we just got to play a complete four quarters, all three phases of the game, because they're not going to tell you anything real. They're not going to let you
So,
into the actual inner workings. Yes,
so if
I
it's
mean,
not, if
the
it's not,
reason
if it's,
Tua's production has fallen off is because he himself must protect himself. So he can't hang in the pocket. He's got to dirt the ball. He's got to get rid of it. All of these factors are all related to that.
did you see his tweet? Did you see his tweet to us?
No.
Awesome. Awesome. Took full accountability, man.
Well,
He really was very cool about, he just said, "Look, I don't want to be benched. I don't
right.
want to
I
be
saw him
demoted."
say that live. I saw him say that, post game.
But then he said, "You know what? It's my fault. If I was playing better, I would not. I put myself in this position. I have to be better. I take full accountability." He didn't. He didn't
It's time for
throw people under the
Tua.
bus.
It's time for Tua to move on to the backup phase
Correct.
of his career.
He'll be like Marcus Mariota. He
Right.
can be a hero.
And it's because of his health. You can't put him in there thinking he can carry your team for a whole series because he can't run. He can't hold the ball knowing he's going to get hit, but he knows he's coming free. So he's just got to hold the ball and take the punishment. He can't make that choice anymore. He is done as a starter, and God bless him. Great run. But when you see what we've all seen happen to him on the field, he's just, and the fact that but I'm glad they got Quinn Ewers, and I, for one, am ecstatic to see what Quinn Ewers can do.
Yeah, I mean, we're Texas people.
We're Texas guys.
We're Texas guys.
And
I love the
he was
Longhorns.
great in college. Was he the greatest? But a lot of the guys, Mahomes wasn't the greatest in college, although I have to admit, when I saw him in college, we got Dak, and then Dak blew up, and I was hoping we would wait one more year and get Mahomes. But it didn't happen because Dak took off. So but I mean, he wasn't.
I wonder how that would have changed.
He wasn't on a winning team. He wasn't on a winning team at Texas Tech. So there are a lot of these factors that are involved, and I really am interested to see what Quinn Ewers could do in the pros.
Yeah. I am too. I think it'll be interesting for sure. I'm a little nervous about Darren Waller. I'm a little nervous about Jalen Waddle. I'm a little nervous about.
Listen, we'll get to all of those guys in the must-starts.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Achane, but I'm worried about everybody else. I don't know.
Well, you should be worried about Achane too, though. But you still start him. I mean, obviously you're not going to bench him, but I mean, they're
He's
going to
just so
stack the
good.
box. They're coming at it.
Sure, that's fine.
I mean, the one thing they're
He's
going to do
amazing.
is try and stop the run and force Ewers to try and throw. I mean, it's exactly what's
They did. They've been doing that all
it's
the
what the
whole
Niners are
time.
going to do to Indianapolis. So they're going to stack the box, shut down Taylor. Philip
You
Rivers has
think?
proven he can't throw the ball longer than 15 yards. So
Yeah,
everyone's going to be within 15 yards and try and force him to get it past him and see if his arm can even do it. That's what
yeah.
they're going to do.
Just got to be those short routes, quick short routes. It can't develop very long.
But everyone's going to
I
be
will say
right
that
there.
Jonathan
Everyone's
Taylor,
going to be right there.
but Jonathan Taylor in particular does have a skill set for catching the ball. Right, he's pretty good at it.
Yeah,
he's
short
a pretty good
passes
pass
to the
catcher.
outside, taking them
So he
deep.
could be the guy in the flat.
And so does
like he
and so does
also,
Achad, and that is why these are
right,
guys
exactly,
that are still
exactly.
absolutely startable,
And James
regardless
Cook,
of the
all
situation.
of the good ones.
Yeah,
all the good ones are capable of this.
Yeah, they
right?
just get in the flat, get the ball, take it for 40 yards. I mean, this is what they're going to try to do. You know, I mean, it's just a matter of whether or not, you know, the defense can stop it. But that's the thing, and that's why when it comes to you and I mean, statistically, logistically, I mean, you should have me blown out going into Monday night, but regardless, we will be going into Monday night because I have Kittle and you have Jonathan Taylor. You know, so
that's so much fun. I actually love having that, like just a little hope at the end.
Yeah.
You know, something where it's like, look, it ain't over till it's over.
Right. And I mean, Kittle, I would, with all likelihood, I will need Kittle to have a lifetime career game to win on Monday night. That's the way it's
I don't like this reverse jinx thing you're doing.
No. This is reality. This is the way it is. Your projection's probably coming in at about 130. Mine's sitting at about 116.
This is why I don't have my lineup set, because you don't even know where my projection's at.
I know where your projection's at. It's about 130.
You got to get the calculator out.
No, I don't. I can just look at it and know. I didn't even have to do any math. Got to line up about 130. I mean, you know, because you have, you know, and it would be higher if you had better receivers.
Yeah, so, I mean,
but all of your running backs have tremendous projections.
You know, let's look at my receivers, right?
Yeah,
Rishi Rice, Emeka Egbuka. These were guys that got me here. That's why I was on bye, right? Because of the beginning of what they did up front. Well, now I got Gardner Minshew. I got a different Baker Mayfield and an entire new cast of competitors for the ball. Egbuka has been, since his injury, a different person. I think he's hit double digits once in the last, I think, 7, maybe more weeks.
Yeah, no, he fell off a cliff.
These are hard. These are hard decisions. I mean, Rashee Rice.
Addison hasn't had a good game in a very long time.
Well, Addison, I just picked up as like a potential.
I know,
so
but
Addison,
that doesn't
Pearsall,
change what the reality is. He hasn't had a big game in a very long time.
Well, last week he had that real big catch. You know, like he could have, like he's got that
one. What did he wind up with, like 8 points on the week? Like it wasn't.
That's fine. Look, if I can get 8, honestly, that is sort of my. If I can get 8 points out of one of those guys, and then the other one has to do pretty decent. You know, like 12 to 15, you know, like floor is what I need for the second one, and then I think I got it.
I mean, and you were also riding pretty high with Christian Watson, but he's so banged up. He's trending.
But I got Jaden Reed, so if he's out, then Jaden Reed's a must start for me. I mean, that's my choice. Like that's what I've got.
The problem is Watson's going to play, but does he finish?
I don't know why. All right, is this Greg Stradamus speaking?
This is Greg Stradamus talking right now. He's going to play, and you know, it's a rivalry matchup versus the Bears. It's a great game, but he's trending towards playing. I suspect he'll play, but does he finish? That's the question mark there. You know, Jaden Reed, he's come in, he's shown some flash, but not done that much. Again, all these guys, none of them are guarantees. None of them.
Of course not. No, that's what I'm nervous about. Like my 2 guarantees were Rice and Egbuka. Like those were my guys. Those were my studs.
I get it. And now they've fallen off a cliff.
And I've got an embarrassment of riches. Like I wish I could play Quinshon Judkins. You know,
right? If you play 4 running backs, oh my god.
Yeah, if I could do another running back, I would definitely play Judkins over probably Rice. I guess.
I would too.
If I had that, like right now, honestly,
who knows who Minshew can get the ball to? I haven't seen it.
I have no idea what he's going to do with it.
Yeah, nobody
My
does.
guess is it might be Kelsey. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know.
I don't
So
either.
it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. I'm still very much on the fence with all of these things. I'm curious about. I don't like that Rice went into concussion protocol well after the game was over. Like he was
Yeah.
exhibiting signs. That's not good. So some of this decision just might be taken right out of my hands anyway. And I might
Yeah.
go with all the Jordans. It'll be the Jordan, give me Reed, give me Addison, give me all the Jordans.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to take them against you and we'll see what happens. I mean,
See, listen,
but
and I've got question marks as well. I mean, I picked up a couple of nice dice rolls at running back that I'm
I
waiting till
like
the
your
end. Waiting until the end of the
estimate.
week. Yeah, I picked up Audric
That's a very good
Estime.
one.
I picked up Michael Carter. I mean, these guys are in position to really do some stuff where we'll see. And then
True that.
Manun guy with the Saturday game, he was down last week, but you never know when that guy's going to pop
Who are they
off.
playing? Chicago. Oh, they're playing Green Bay,
They're
right?
playing Green Bay. So I mean,
How did he do? How did he do 2 weeks ago? Didn't he have
not
a pretty
great.
good game? No, not
No,
good. I thought he
no,
scored.
no. It was the Philly game where he really went off. So we'll
Mhm.
see. We'll see. We'll see. Now, one
Right.
of the best moves I think you made was picking up that New Orleans defense versus the Jets. I think that's a strong, strong, strong move. I countered that obviously with the Bengals because
Saw that. You
when
don't like
yours
you like yours, but you don't like
no,
yours.
no, no. Listen, I love yours, want to see what he could do, but let's be clear. He's a
Rookie.
rookie who
Yeah.
hasn't taken a single snap
First
in the
first
NFL
ever. Yeah, yeah.
versus a
It's almost a
Bengals team
guarantee.
that's
Yeah.
very angry about the position they're in. And if you look at their defense, people like to say, oh, they're historically bad defense. But in fantasy, the numbers tell a different story. They're coming off of 4 double-digit games in a row.
Yeah,
This
the
is,
trends recently are much better. Look, they started abysmal, but
yeah.
they have changed. They have fixed and made changes. You've got to stay with it. It's
Yeah,
what
and
happened week one
obviously
is not what's happening now. Yeah.
bringing Burrow back, re-energize the defense. They're playing much better, and this is a great opportunity for them to come out and get right and to
So,
feel
but
good
I'm
about
worried.
themselves again.
So I'm worried about that too. Look, first of all, I don't know if T. Higgins is going to play or not. All right. So we'll start with that. If he plays, do you play him? I am terrified of that. But listening to Joe Burrow talk about how if it's not fun, why play? Like that's
Yeah, but this
his
is such a great
psyche.
opportunity to have fun again.
I know. I hope so. I hope that's how
I
he
think they're going
look
to go
the
down there.
Christmas
Listen,
spirit.
who
Yeah.
doesn't have a good time on South Beach? Okay,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
gonna. I feel like the Bengals are gonna have a real good time this week down there on
Okay.
South Beach. They're getting out
Okay.
of the cold in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They're going down to the beach, to the warm air, nice weather of South Beach, the beautiful girls.
Yeah.
I think the Bengals are gonna have a real nice time on South Beach this week.
Yeah, man. I mean, do they have literally any chance of
Miami?
getting into the playoffs? No.
No.
Cincinnati, they're done, right?
Oh no,
They're
Cincinnati's out too. Yeah, Cincinnati's
they're
cooked.
eliminated.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got eliminated with that loss to Baltimore.
Uh-huh.
So they're done. So they're done. But if they want to have fun, this is a great opportunity to have a real good time.
All right. You know what? We're just kind of free rolling here. I'm gonna go. I got 2 quick questions. I'm gonna ask you one. One
Yeah.
is, how do we fix the onside kick rule? Somebody I can't remember where I heard it, but I heard somebody say, "Why not just make it a 4th and 15?" And you just
No, no,
that's
no, no,
what.
no. You just have to stop forcing them to declare it. Forcing them to declare it is the dumbest thing ever. I don't mind the repackaging they've done because it has made the kickoff more exciting again. It's an actual
Right.
kickoff play.
The landing zone and all that is
Yeah,
great.
exactly. And forcing
Yeah.
them to not run until the ball lands, saves some momentum so they're not just destroying
Full speed.
themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Like there's
Battering
less
rams.
speed in it. It probably reduces it. I would say, I'm guessing, obviously, I don't know, but I would say it's probably a 20% reduction in force. So,
Sure.
and so those factors are great, but forcing them to declare takes all of the value out of the onside kick. The value
Right.
of the onside kick is trying to act like you're not going to onside kick it and then onside kick it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should make them declare fake punts.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's so dumb that I feel like even they know that. They're like, why did we? declare it? Who do?
I think they're wanting to get rid of it altogether. So if you're
But
getting
the
rid of it
onside kick
altogether,
is a key important part of the game, and all they got to do is just stop making it so they
so
have to
that's
declare
it.
it.
That
Yeah.
just let them do it whenever they want. Fine. They can't all line up on one side anymore. Whatever, you can keep all your other rules. Just let it still be a secret.
Let it be a mystery. Exactly. If they want to lay the ball down sideways, then we all know that's on them.
Right? And then you'll start finding people who learn how to kick it sideways all the way down. You're going to have a whole new group of skill set people who can do fake
And there
onside
should
kicks.
be. There should be.
Sure.
There should be guys who practice that. It's amazing to me that they haven't really mastered how to do end over end to make it bobble and pop up and get weird. It seems they either skip it along the ground or try and just kind of.
Well, I think that's the thing, though, Greg, is that the ground is different. There's different turf. Some is grass. Some is a combination.
I know, but if you do it, if you
different.
hit the tip of the ball end over end, it's going to pop, and that's when it gets crazy.
Right. But if it pops too high, then they just.
But it's also spinning at this point like this, which is we've seen very difficult to control.
Yeah, I like that watermelon thing. That they do.
The watermelon thing tends to be what they do the most. Yeah,
it seems like that one gets the most craziness. What do you guys see? Eyeing something there? What are you eyeing there?
Well, I was just going to say, I think the most fascinating game for me this weekend, one of them, no one's really talking about it, but it's the Vikings at the Giants. Only because I know people think the Vikings look so good against the Cowboys, but that was indoors, and now they're going to be outside in the cold in New York, and we know what that does to dome teams. I'm very fascinated to see what this does.
Well, listen, J.J. McCarthy played in Michigan, so he's fine. I can tell you that.
Okay, is he the only one on the field, or are there other players?
Well, but he's the one. He's the only one who's going to touch the ball 100% of offensive snaps.
And is the offense on the whole time, or?
I don't think so.
No,
I think they let the defense on. I'm just saying JJ can handle the cold. I'm not worried about him. As far as it's good if your quarterback.
But unfortunately, he doesn't play by himself. Well, and you get dome teams. We saw this happen with Miami going up to Pittsburgh. I mean, warm weather teams, dome teams, elements. This is when it makes a difference.
Well, Minnesota's not a warm weather team.
They're a dome team.
Yeah, but they're used to living in the cold. They live there in Minnesota.
But they don't
they're
play
used to
in the cold.
They're fine. They're going to be fine. They're fine.
You're wrong.
So is your face.
I'm just saying it's interesting. It's more interesting than people think.
Let me ask you just a real quick one, and then we can go. Then we'll move on to the rest of this. But just where's your pulse today? What round will Jameson Williams be drafted next year?
Oh, second or third.
Wow, that's high. I was thinking four, maybe three. But I was thinking four. Second,
three. I think is
the sweet spot.
The sweet spot. I think three because someone's going to jump.
I mean,
someone's going to jump. Someone's going to jump. My question is, why can't Dallas, our team, why can't they commit to the run? Javonte Williams gets 5 yards every time he touches the ball, and they're like, thanks, we'll never give it to you again. Like, it's so weird. It's like, just establish the run game and everything else will get so much easier, and it's working.
It is, but last week it was all the touchdowns were rushing. When it came, it was all pass. And when he got down there, then they gave it to him. He got it. He got the rushing touchdowns.
I know, but their lack of commitment to it, I think, is a problem, and that's a shoddy problem because Shoddy's the one calling those plays. Of course, I love the shoddy, but that drives me crazy, and it's a problem the Cowboys have had perennially. They always have a problem committing to the run. Even when Zeke was in his prime, we'd be like, run the ball. Like, they were just pass happy league, I guess, and we're no exception.
Yeah, man. When we had the best offensive line, those were the good days. Those were the good old days. It's been a long time since we've had that.
Yep. This is all very true.
So injuries, right? Patrick Mahomes is done. Jaden Daniels is done. This is for the year. Anthony Richardson cleared medically, not cleared by the team. Staying on IR, which is very interesting. Bam Knight, IR, gone. Devin Neal, IR, gone. Luther Burden III nursing some stuff. Christian Watson nursing some stuff. Woody Marks left the game early. I mean, there's so much craziness right now. This is nuts. A lot of big names, a lot of big areas out there that you got to fill some holes. My brother, in League of Record, he was riding Mahomes and Kelsey stack,
Yeah.
and now he's got Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh. Good.
And you know what? Gudowitz,
Good.
he's playing against Gudowitz, and Gudowitz went and picked up CJ Stroud, blocked him.
Good.
He did it to block. Goody has had a great season. He really has. Very quietly good. Dave's season, I think.
Everything he does is quietly good.
Yeah, right. Little secret agent.
He is secret agent man. Dude.
Little secret agent man.
Little
down there.
CIA spy motherfucker.
Snagging a CJ Stroud just before you can.
I grabbed him too. I may play him against you.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. Who do you
I've got Dak. I've got Dak, who as of late is, and this brings up an interesting point. This is something I did want to talk about, because to me, the Cowboys this week are a mystery. And the reason they're a mystery to me is sometimes they play better once the pressure's off. And I hate that about them.
Yeah.
But they do. When the pressure's on, they overfocus. They try too hard and they fuck everything up. Then the pressure's off and they look like the greatest team in the universe. And I'm afraid that might be what we're staring at, but we're against a Chargers team that is one of the best defenses in the league over the last month.
You know what? I 100% feel your pain, and I feel the exact same feeling of both feelings at the same time, and really not knowing this could truly go either way. And it's just impossible to gauge.
The Texans are at home versus Las Vegas. Now, we've talked about Las Vegas quite a bit on this show. And our opinion of them is, if you're looking for a good time, you
want to get lucky.
Right, you want to get lucky.
Go to Vegas.
You go to Vegas.
You get lucky. Yeah.
Everybody get lucky with Vegas, baby.
Okay.
So to me, that's why I picked him up too. I mean, and the experts agree. Right now, CJ Stroud looks like a strong streaming option for the playoffs.
Well, he's totally gotten better since he came back. I mean, all that stuff about Mills and all the controversy because he won 3 straight is gone.
It's amazing the way sometimes you just need somebody to. It's almost like when you see another man giving your girl some attention. All of a sudden you're like, hey, no, that's mine. No, I love her. No, that's mine. Get away.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, this is a gem. What am I doing?
I may have been, taking this for granted.
Exactly. I may have been taking this a little bit for granted. Maybe I better treat it right. And I think, and 1,000%, I think Davis Mills scared Stroud into being a better man.
Well, thank you, Davis Mills. I think it's much more fun to watch CJ Stroud the way he was his rookie year. It's much more fun for me as a fan.
Oh,
Davis Mills was fine.
I went back before I picked him up. I went back and watched last week's game. I was like, let me just see if this is wrong or right for myself. And he was
Arizona, right?
Yeah, and he was throwing. And listen, Arizona put up a fight.
Yep.
Okay. Brissett still did very well. Which I know you're gonna. If you don't start Brissett, that's on you.
But, what, me?
Yeah. Because
Drake May or Brissett, I don't know. I gotta
know your choices. Look at the
6'7",
numbers.
man. It's one or the other. I don't know.
6'7".
I gotta figure it out. It's gonna be one or the other.
Let's just look at the numbers. Let's just look at the numbers really quickly.
Brissett.
Because I looked at him. I looked at him before. So with Drake, let's just last 4 games, you're looking at 16, 17, 22, 20. Brissett. And I'm not trying to talk you into it. To me, this was obvious, 22, 21, 24, 26, 26, 20, 22, 21, 24.
Tell you what, why don't you look at that whole sheet and look from the minute Brissett started and tell me how many are under 20?
None.
Exactly. So I am definitely looking at that. Okay.
That's why I said you're definitely starting Brissett.
I don't know. Okay. I see it. Right. And that's why I've got him. I picked him up on purpose.
I get it. And you made the case for him on this show
Yes.
many times.
Correct.
Brissett keeps helping you win games. Why you would get away from that now, to me, is unfathomable. That's why, like, your whole little "I'm not putting in my player" thing is silliness. Because I'm like, yeah, I already know who you started. Like, this means nothing to me.
I probably will start Brissett.
I know you're going to start Brissett.
But here's what I'm thinking, right? So
And
Drake
you know you're going to start Brissett.
I don't know. I honestly don't know for a fact. Look, Drake May got me here, okay? Drake May has been fantastic. He was the front runner for MVP until what happened, the travesty of the referees and all the crap that happened in that game last week after they were up, what was it, 21-0? Or no, they were up not 21, a lot though.
Okay, I'm just going to say Drake May is at Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah.
Which Baltimore defense, much improved.
Much like Cincinnati's has gotten better, yes.
Much improved. I mean,
they just shut out Cincinnati.
So, yeah. So, I mean, and
I get it.
And Brissett is at home versus Atlanta. Come on, quit playing these. The only one you're playing games with is you, dog.
I don't know. I'm hearing you're the one that's talking about it. It feels like something's
I'm only talking
on.
about it because to me it's obvious.
Well, you know what?
And maybe I'm trying.
We're talking about it.
And maybe I'm trying
to
spook you into something you're not going to do.
All right, I tell you what. As long as we're talking about it, I got news for you.
Okay.
This is the week. Michael Wilson is going to be wide receiver number 1.
Well, I got news for you.
What do you got?
Is the week that Jamar Chase is going to be wide receiver 1.
Oh, snap. Well, you know what then? How about this? This is the week that Jalen Hurts will be QB1 overall.
That is the worst prediction you've ever made.
I can't wait till it comes true.
Boy, this is the week that Joe Burrow is going to be QB1.
Yeah, because he was so good last week. This is the week. Bijan Robinson, baby, going right back to my Bijan. He going to be RB1.
Unfortunately, this is the week that Christian McCaffrey will be RB1 versus the Colts on Monday night.
Well, you know, I think that this is the week that Dallas Goedert will be tight end number 1.
Can I tell you, I agree with that, actually.
We got one. We did it. Ding, ding, ding. This is the week, guys. Dallas
But
Goedert.
I will say this. This is the week that the Texans defense will actually be number 1 versus the Raiders, especially if Geno is out, although he is trending to play.
Boy, I tell you what, I almost give them more likelihood if Geno does play.
Yeah, I mean, either way,
quite
the
frankly,
Texans defense is number 1 this week.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
This is the week that dreams of a three-peat end for my co-host.
This is the week that Phillip Rivers takes a dive.
Phillip Rivers is going to take a dive?
Yeah, it was a great run, one game, but I think this is the week he's going to the Niners are going to get to him and they're going to hurt him. So,
do you have any more "This is the weeks"? Because
nope, that's it. That was what
because I was just going to say, don't be surprised if Phillip Rivers finds a way to beat the Niners.
Okay, I will be wildly surprised.
Don't be surprised.
I don't think he's gonna finish the game.
Well, we said that about the Seahawks. What else you got for us?
All right. Well, don't be surprised if the Commanders upset the Eagles at home. Okay, I know everyone's high on the Eagles, but again, they were playing who last week? Who was that? They played?
The Giants, or wasn't it?
Did they play? Vegas.
Oh.
Okay. They're the kind of, what do we say about Las Vegas?
Everybody get lucky.
Everybody get lucky on Vegas. Okay. Everybody, they you pay a little bit, you get what you want. That was last week. The Commanders are actually better with Mariota because they've got more consistency with him right now. Rodriguez is coming back. They'll be able to run their three-headed monster against them. Yeah, and
Right.
if you remember, against everyone else, the Eagles were no buena on offense. Washington still has a very good defense. I don't be surprised if Washington upsets the Eagles at home in Washington.
I'm going to do my best not to be. But I'll tell you, don't be surprised, man. If the Cardinals, oh, excuse me, if the Carolina Panthers, uh, if they beat Tampa Bay
I will
and
not be
win the
surprised
division
one iota.
and win the
I
division,
am
yeah,
loving
don't be
this
surprised.
Bryce Young
Terrell McMillan,
resurgence, Tet
uh,
McMillan, Jalen Coker,
Dowdle and Hubbard, the whole
Dowdle,
everything,
Chuba Hubbard. They
all of
have
them.
all the pieces. It's coming together gloriously. I am so proud of this team. I'm so
Yeah,
proud of their resilience. I am
yeah,
ecstatic and excited about the
same.
Carolina Panthers.
I'm so same here, man. It's really cool. It's good. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the whole team.
I am as
Uh,
well. Okay, we back here. Sorry, guys, I had to adjust the lighting. Here we go.
well, listen, man.
Anything else we need to not be
Yeah,
surprised by?
I know you're gonna say that you will be, but don't be surprised when Quinshawn Judkins has a huge bounce back game
Actually,
this
I'm
week.
not. The guy has the talent. It's the play calling. The game got away from them. They just flushed the run game right down the toilet immediately. They were so far down, right by the end of the first half. They didn't even attempt to run the ball really in the second.
Right.
I would absolutely not be surprised. Quinshon Judkins is a massive talent. And if they use him correctly out the gate, there's no reason that this Cleveland team shouldn't remain competitive in this game.
Right. We've seen Josh Allen struggle against really good defenses.
We have, and
he can do it.
The
Can
best
happen
way
again.
to beat him is to keep him off the fucking field. How do you keep him off the field? I don't know. Maybe run the ball with your
the ball.
megastar fucking rookie running back who's completely healthy and just a
Right.
powerhouse of a man.
Yeah.
Just
He's
run the ball
youngest.
with Quinshon Judkins.
Thank you.
I mean, I know
All
that
right.
that is not what I should be advocating for in a matchup against you who has him, but as
But
someone
I
who
may not
loves
be able to use him.
But as
or,
someone
or
who
I'm-
loves football, who loves
Yeah.
fantasy football, who loves real football,
Yeah.
the usage drove last. Well, and you know what the thing is this, okay, and we must remember this coach of the Browns, what's his face? He's a smart guy.
Stefanski, is it?
Stefanski, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, he had to look at that and be like, our mistake here was clearly abandoning the run too soon. That was our mistake. That was what they did wrong. So he must adjust and make that change this week. I fully expect him to make that change this week.
And the Bills are the weakest against the run.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it should be, but also, I mean, God, he had a great matchup last week too, and they just didn't use him. It's scary, but I would not be. Don't be surprised if
I
there's
will
a big
not be
bounce
surprised.
back
In
game.
fact, I hope they do because again,
Yeah.
I like Shador. I want to see this team do well the same way I wanted to see Carolina do well. Whenever I'm a big underdog guy,
Sure.
you know, everybody's
Yeah.
always underestimated me. So when I see them underestimate somebody, I'm like, he's going to show you. Who's been pounding the table for Shador all season? Who was pounding the table for Shoddy all season? This guy. I like it. You want to count us out? Count us out. It'll be your fucking mistake.
You said Jackson Dart was the next Josh Allen.
I did.
In week 2.
In week 2, I said, this guy's the next Josh Allen. Get him in the game as soon as possible. And guess what? And then they were saying it on the air.
Week 8, Troy Aikman said it live on air. That's pretty amazing.
When I see it, I believe
that's amazing.
It. When I believe it, it's because I know it in my heart.
And you know what, you guys
would be able to do something.
If this is the first one you're hearing or watching or seeing, if you've stumbled on this, look, they're all out there. You know, all of the podcasts are out there. You can go listen to them.
Not all of them. I never put the last one out because I've just been so, I really had to take it easy this last week. Things got a little crazy. Cool, and we put out the clips, and that was what was important. We love sharing the clips with you guys. But when it came to packaging and editing, all that, I just had to step away.
Well, fine. Last week's is not there, but I'm saying all of our early
all
stuff
the other stuff. Yeah, you'll see all our other
weeks. So you can go back to week 2 when Greg was talking about Jackson Dart and Shador Sanders and all of these guys that are super relevant today. Like you may have Shador Sanders on your team, your roster right now in the semis, wondering if you could start him. If you had Mahomes, and you didn't have a backup, or your backup was Daniel Jones, and you know what, you may have like you may need to start this guy. He wasn't even considered a starter. He was a fourth string, third string guy, but you were saying early on, he's going to be the one. You watch, he's incredible when he gets his chance, and he will. And you said it so early. Anyway, so it's all out there, is all I'm saying, is that we've got the receipts to back up
We've
this
got the
shit.
receipts. We have the receipts.
All right, hey, man, tell me who must start at quarterback.
You got to must start again. You must, and maybe it's
You're
a
going to say
DFS
mine. I know it.
Bryce Young.
Yep. Nailed
You
it.
must
That's mine.
start Bryce Young versus the Bucks. Second worst
100%.
defense against the pass. Now that Jalen Coker has come alive, they have the two-headed monster at the wide receiving ends.
Yep.
Even Tommy Tremble, their
Right?
tight end, is
Yeah.
getting some looks. Like
A little bit.
it is
And don't they have
happening.
another
And of
guy?
course,
Don't they have another tight end? Is it there that Sanders?
who is their
Another
other?
tight. I think that's something Sanders, I want to say. Anyway, but sorry to interrupt. The other tight end is also, I think it's the Sanders
Bryce
guy.
Young
Jatavian?
is a must start this week. He's got a great
Yep.
matchup. This is a play. If I weren't starting CJ Stroud versus our favorite team to pick on with an incredible defense. That's the thing, is the Houston defense is the difference maker. I mean, again, we've said many times, put some respect on the Carolina Panthers defense name.
Exactly.
We've said it many times, but we don't have to say that about the Houston Texans, because everybody fears them now, which is what we've been saying from the beginning. So now, with that strength, I mean, CJ Stroud just has to be efficient.
Correct. A game manager. The only thing to worry about with CJ Stroud is if the defense actually scores and takes, a score away from him.
Exactly. But the run game, they don't have a lot to rely on right now.
No.
Woody Marks is banged up.
And I don't know.
Although Chubb is supposed to be coming back. We'll see if that happens.
Is he?
I think so.
But you know what, man? I don't know. That's not great. It's better.
I went and picked up that Jordan kid in Dynasty.
Oh, you did? Smart. Jawar, is it? Jawar Jordan?
Jawar Jordan. Jahar,
yeah, it's interesting.
Jawar,
he looked pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. You know what? It's crazy. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, Nick Chubb is back. Nick Chubb is back.
If Nick Chubb is back, that does help quite a bit. CJ, I think it helps CJ. There'll be a somewhat legitimate run threat.
Yeah.
And I think the Jawar kid might wind up getting the majority depending how the game goes. He might wind up doing it, but that's good. It's good for Stroud to have him.
Yeah.
For running backs, it's funny in the same game for the running backs. I say you have to start Rico Dowdle versus Tampa. Tampa's run defense used to be at the first 8 weeks, the first 7 weeks were they were one of the top against the rush, and since then it's completely flipped. Their whole defense has fallen apart.
Their defense really has fallen apart. It's very odd. Yeah. I can't explain it. The whole team
it's not injury.
The whole team is kind of fallen apart. Baker Mayfield was in the MVP conversation. Then he hurt his shoulder, and now he's still playing. But we're going to find out at the end of the season that he ain't right. He ain't right. He's a tough fucker. And I love him with all of my heart, especially this version, the humbled version, the respectful guy that loves the game version.
Yeah.
This guy is different. I love this guy. Yeah. But, he's different. The wide receivers are different. Like, everything is different than the way it was at the beginning. And it's not in a good way on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it's crazy because they've never really had the complete team, really.
Yeah, I mean, they did at the beginning of the season. Bucky Irving.
How long did they have Mike Evans? How long?
They only had Godwin came back, went out, came back. No,
Godwin was not active till like week 11.
Oh, I thought he came back and then went back out. I know Mike Evans came back.
Mike Evans.
The clavicle, went back out.
Yes, correct. I think Mike Evans they had for like 2 weeks. He got hurt, came back like week 9, immediately
broke his clavicle, went back out.
Broke his clavicle and a massive concussion, and then he went out. And then Jalen McMillan, I don't know when he was in or out. I mean, it just feels like nobody was ever all together at once.
No, yeah. No,
this whole team.
It may be a cursed season for the
Yeah.
Buccaneers. Now
Yeah,
you
it feels
must
that way.
start Herbert versus
Oh,
our Dallas
no.
Cowboys.
No.
Oh, did you not see JJ McCarthy look like Tom Brady last week versus the Cowboys?
Does JJ McCarthy have a broken left hand?
Does he
Does
throw
JJ
with his left
McCarthy
hand?
is JJ McCarthy wearing a Mickey Mouse glove on his left hand?
Justin Herbert, and by the way, they say his hand is now fine.
Whatever, dude.
You have to
I'm
start Justin
out.
Herbert versus the Cowboys. Every quarterback looks like a fucking all-star.
They're
Excuse my
gonna run.
language.
They're gonna run it. It's gonna be Hampton. It's gonna be
Fine,
Hampton.
but it's going to open
Yeah.
up the pass game, and McConkey's still going to be great. They're going to have a
Is
wonderful
he?
day. Yeah, yeah, because Dallas does that.
He
Dallas
can't
makes
throw it
quarterbacks
far. He can't
look
throw it
like
down the field.
all
You know who's gonna
stars.
have a good
That's
game?
what they do.
Do you know
McCarthy's
who's gonna
not
have a good
that
game?
good, and he
It's
looked
not
like
gonna be
Tom
McConkey.
Brady.
He can't throw it far right now. He can't
Yeah, he
throw it with
can. The
accuracy,
other
not with
hand is, oh,
accuracy.
you're out of your mind.
He hasn't since he broke his hand, since the surgery, he hasn't had a completion in the air over 20 yards. Look it up. He's not going to do it now.
Must start Justin Herbert versus the
Okay.
Cowboys.
I completely disagree with this. Please do not do that. If you need to start somebody, I would start Keenan Allen because Keenan Allen
Why
is the
would you
guy.
start Keenan Allen? Wait a minute. Who throws the ball?
Right.
To
Because it's going to be
Keenan
check downs.
Allen?
It's going to be check downs. And if you're in a PPR or a half PPR, you're going to get peppered with targets and you'll have a lot of opportunities. And Keenan also has a way of kind of, getting at least breaking one tackle. But he's old and he's not going to go all the way and break it for the long one. But I think that he's a guy that you could play, and maybe Gadsden if he runs. I'm still nervous about Gadsden too. I mean, but he runs, if he runs a shallow route. But Lad McConkey, those big deep shots, I don't see it happening personally. But I will tell you that as far as wide receivers, you got to start Jamison Williams.
Wait,
versus Pittsburgh.
Are we done with the quarterbacks?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we went. Yeah.
Because I think you must start Purdy versus Indianapolis.
Oh, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Purdy for sure.
And by the way, Herbert has no injury designation going into this week.
That's fine.
Okay.
I know what I'm seeing.
Dallas is 32nd against the pass.
Not to mention, I think that LA's defense is going to steal a touchdown from their offense.
So, okay. I don't understand your reasoning.
I would not start.
Yourself.
I just wouldn't start Herbert. Look, we don't have to agree on everything. That's why it's
we don't
diversity.
exactly. You're right. You can be wrong on some things. I can be wrong on some things, and this will be fun to find out.
100%.
But I do like Purdy a lot at Indy on Monday night.
Yeah, me too. I agree with that one.
In terms of must-start running backs, for me, there's only one aside from the obvious ones. You're John Robinson, you're Jonathan Taylor, it's these guys, obviously. For me, Tony Pollard at Kansas City. Something's happened. He finally turned it on, and Kansas City, let's be honest, they're going on vacation. Mahomes is gone. They're out of the playoffs. Depression has set in. There are dark
Bryce
clouds.
is in concussion protocol.
Right.
The whole thing is falling off.
The whole thing is falling. The sky is falling in Kansas City. It's a perfect storm for a guy like Pollard to have a really nice day. They're at home, dragging them to their town. I like Pollard to have a nice day. If you have him, fire him up.
I tell you what, 2 weeks ago when Pollard did what he did, I thought, oh, well, there was the Tony Pollard game.
Right. Right.
And then when he backed it up, I stopped and I went back and I looked at both games a little closer. And something is different, dude. I think you're right. Something is different. They need to test him for PEDs.
Is a belief in Cam Ward. And also, the difference is getting rid of that piece of shit head coach Callahan they had.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all it took.
They're like, good. That guy, we take the training wheels off with that guy, and now we can run. Now we can run the game plan we should have been running the whole time. But whatever it is unlocked Pollard, and I like Pollard.
They were dicking around too much, I think, with that Tyjae Spears guy.
Yeah,
I think that was another part of the issue. Plus, he was also. But anyway, I have seen it, and boy, that's a good one. I like that one a lot.
That is the only one that I have that's kind of off the obvious. Oh shoot, the game's starting. Okay, I only say that because I had the thing up and I have Kyron in one of the leagues and it was showing me, so I'm
just
like,
as long as you
whoa,
don't
hey,
have them in your,
bye, stop
as,
in Silent Nation.
but as long as you don't have them in your flex position, you're fine.
I don't.
Good. Yeah, I told you my only running back must start is Rico Dowdle. And it's not
And I
because as
respect you
far as
saying that, knowing that I'm playing him.
away from the well, I think both Rico and Chuba could have great games, but I think it's good. I mean, I don't know if you're going to play him or not. I consider him a must start versus Tampa because of what we just said, especially the trends lately
Yeah.
against the run have been atrocious. They've been atrocious, and Dowdle didn't have a great game last week, but he did find the end zone.
I was going to say he's just one of those guys. He's got a nice floor.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's pretty safe. I think he's
Yeah.
pretty safe. I've only done one for each. So what do you got for wide
Same
receivers?
here. I only have one must start, and that's McConkey at Dallas.
Wow.
I think the volume's going to be there. The attempts are going to be there. And again, the Dallas defense in its current situation, its current construction, seems to love to make quarterbacks and opposing wide receivers look like all-stars. So I love McConkey this week as the must start.
Okay.
Who you got?
Here's a disgusting question.
Oh,
Lad McConkey or George Pickens? Go.
McConkey.
Wow. Okay.
Without question.
Well, you know what?
Actually, for me, that's not even a question.
I guess it's not. I don't know. It's weird. But
for
anyway.
me, right now, I have in our match, I've got Pickens on the bench.
I know, but you're gonna play. You're gonna play Pickens.
Am I?
You're not gonna play Jaden Higgins. You're gonna play George Pickens. I know that. But anyway, yes, you are. $5, put it on the board.
I'll tell you what. You know what? I'll say put the $5 over whether or not you play Quinshon Judkins. Because I know you.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Brissett. That would have been a more fun one.
No. I know you're not going to play Quinshon, so it's fine.
Yeah. I don't think I can. I wish I could. I wish
you could flex. Too. No, listen, if you had 4 slots.
If I had another flex,
but I'm looking at the same thing you're looking at. I'm like, odd man out here is Quinshon Judkins.
Right.
Which guarantees he has a career day.
I really think he is. He's going to have a big bounce back.
Yeah,
I do believe
absolutely. But if you play him, he's going to be garbage.
It is a very hard fucking decision. I'm saying the struggle is real. You've said this a lot. It's very true, man. And I'm struggling. I'm thinking it all through. So I told you my wide receiver, right? Jamison Williams, I think is going to go off. I think they're gonna really double St. Brown. I'm not saying that he's going to be bad. Because St. Brown, look what he did last week was, geez, incredible. And he is so damn good. But I do think Jamison Williams is going to go off as well this week.
I could absolutely see that.
Yeah. I think they're both must starts. Obviously, Amon-Ra is always a must start, right? You never bench him.
Oh, wait, who has him?
You do.
Oh,
I know it.
I know, but let me, again, in all candor, when we're on this show, it isn't about trying to shade one thing, playing mental games. It's not how I do it. And you've been very good about transparency. And the reality is, listen, I needed every drop of what he gave me last week to overcome that team that I beat to get to the semis. I needed every drop that he gave me.
It was amazing.
But the chances of him giving it to me 2 weeks in a row are basically non-existent. Now, that doesn't mean he won't have a good game, but he had an incredible game. What was it? 160 yards and 2 touchdowns.
It was 44 points, right? It was over 40, right?
Yeah, it was outrageous. You don't get that 2 weeks in a row. I'm not counting on getting on that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen. So it's
pretty rare.
But the guy's amazing. The guy's amazing, and I'm lucky to have
incredible.
him. And he's definitely carried me this far. He definitely got me into this round. I don't know that he'll be able to get me out.
If you go on to the next round, my guess is
it will be because of Amon-Ra St. Brown going off for 2 weeks in a row. Without question.
I believe that. Yeah. I
And
think
it'll
he's going to
it'll
be
take
the
another
key.
performance like I got out of the Philly defense, out of the Bengals defense as well.
Yeah, and well, see, but you could still play Philly. The Bengals, I understand because of Ewers, but boy, you got two great options. I almost don't think you can pick a wrong one, but boy, I could see I could see if I were you, I would. It would be this would give me agita. Like when you got two good options, trying to pick the better of the two
Listen, you
always
you
is
you tell me which
harder.
team is going against a good team with a great backup quarterback, which one's going up against a team with nothing to play for,
Yeah,
playing a
right.
rookie who
Uh,
has. I mean, your team, the New Orleans Saints, are playing a guy. This is his third game, and he's gotten better every game.
yeah,
Not that he's
right,
gotten good. I'm not saying he has
right,
gotten
correct.
good. And we're talking
Yep.
about Brady Cook now for the Jets, but at
Yes.
least he's got two professional NFL games under his belt. And he had a not horrible game last week.
Look, he is okay. Look, he's not he's no Brosman. Okay, he's not going to be a joke or a meme.
Right.
He's okay.
He's okay.
I think I'd rather have him than Pickett. What do you think of that, Kenny Pickett?
Honestly, I
I'll
mean,
take Brooks.
but when you talk about a guy who just simply has never seen the speed of the NFL in real time, that's the guy I'm going to stack against every single time. Every time.
That is, that really could be. That might, you know what? That might be it. It
I
might
mean,
be that
listen,
and
the
Amon
the
Ra.
second the second that news popped up on the phone, I couldn't pick up the Bengals defense fast enough.
You know what? I was working and I saw it, and then I was like, shit, because hey, man, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't act fast enough. I was in mid thing. Like I couldn't
Right, you were
stop.
mid transaction.
I could not stop. And I was like, damn it. And I saw you doing it. You started with the other league, not the one that
Yes,
we're playing. And I was like, oh man. And I was like, wait, I can't believe you didn't start with the Smoking Super Bowls league.
I thought I
But
did start with Smoking Super Bowls.
maybe you did. And I
No,
was
I
just
think
so
I
in the
did.
middle of
I'm pretty sure
you
I started
probably
with.
did.
All my focus
E-
has been on this league. So
Either
I
way,
mean, it's the most important to me right now. It's my only real shot left, and I want that three-peat because that shit never happens in fantasy. If I could pull that off, this would be
hey
one.
man,
It would justify all my other shitty teams to get a three-peat out of this team. I don't think it's going to happen. It never does. But
my
when I saw that come across, because I knew you had picked up the Saints and you had them against the Jets, and I saw my opportunity to counter. That was it. It showed up, and I'm like, here it is, opportunity to counter. I couldn't. My thumbs were like, blah, 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 blah.
okay, real talk. Real talk. Was it hard to drop New England
Yes, very
to
much
do it?
so. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I mean, the Jets next week,
I know,
if you make it, but
I
you got
know.
to get there. So what's the
But
point
the
of
other
holding
thing was
them?
this:
Right.
I couldn't drop the Eagles in the event. My heart just changed, and I didn't trust it, and I needed the better option for the next week. Means nothing if I don't get past
If
this
you don't
week.
get through this week, right.
So who
Exactly.
cares about that?
I
Okay.
totally
So
get
I
it.
had
Yep.
to abandon all hope for next week, play for this week, sell out for this week. And that meant, you know what? Pick this team up right now. I wasn't going to
Yeah.
let one of these running backs go.
I love the
And
Estime Carter situation you got there too. Boy, you're going to have real issues, my friend,
I know,
to figure out your lineup
I know,
because I
I
don't
know.
believe Jaden Higgins will be in it.
Well,
Uh,
well, the one you got to doubt is Ashton Genty.
oh, yeah, that's right. That's another guy who probably shouldn't be in your lineup. I mean, I'm not going to say must sit,
See that? There you go. So
but maybe shouldn't be.
when I get to Saturday morning, I'm gonna have to really make the call, and a lot of it's gonna come down to whether or not Gino plays. If he plays, I'll keep in Ashton. If he doesn't, I will drop him out and pick somebody else. And
So why do you think
it
it's so
will
much better for
probably be
Genty?
Carter.
Why do you think that's and wait, Arizona's playing
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Oh wow. That's a good one. That's a
Which
good
is very
matchup.
good. And
Yeah.
I know for a fact Carter will dominate the touches, whereas I don't know for a fact that Audric Estime will dominate the touches because they have Hall and they have that tight end guy that shows up in vulture shit.
Right.
So,
Well, I hope Amari DiMarcado doesn't make a meme of you.
and he could, but right
He
now he's looking
might.
like the third down guy, and they're sticking with Carter on first, second, plus passing downs. He is still getting passing work. And he had again, I went back and looked at that game too, and I'm like, no, it's Carter. It's Carter. Over Estime
Yeah,
this week, I would
I
have to go
agree.
Carter.
If I
Matchup
had
is
to pick
better for
one, yeah.
Estime, but opportunity is better for Carter. If Gino doesn't play, if they're like, nah, he's out, then I will go Carter over Genty.
So I trust you in these situations because you've proven yourself to be accurate when everyone went to get Haskins and you were the one saying get Vidal.
That's true.
I listen to your advice when we get into these moments because you seem to see it a little bit different than maybe what the majority sees. Either way, however you see it, it appears to be accurate. So I agree with you, and I did anyway. But if you had said, "Oh, you know what? It's probably DeMarcado," I would agree with you. I trust your gut when it comes to these decisions. You seem to understand how to pick them a little bit better. What about tight ends? Yeah. Oh,
Tight
sorry. Go
ends.
ahead.
I mean, there's one
Yeah.
guy, and he's playing right now. Colby Parkinson.
Colby Parkinson. I know. Do you know how sad I was? Because I was gonna just grab him and play him against you now. When he wasn't there, I was so sad. I think Juwan Johnson's gonna be fine, right? Whatever. I really thought no one else was gonna do it. And I wanted to do it so bad because I thought, I don't know, dude, but I know I couldn't.
That's
I think, you know
wild.
what? I think it was somebody who's not even in the playoffs. I think. Anyway, I was very disappointed that I couldn't get it. And boy, I love him. I think he's going to have a great game. I think he's probably already scored a touchdown by now as we
Yeah, I
talk.
have my alerts off.
Devontae
I don't
Adams,
want to see it. We're having a good
Devontae
time
Adams is
talking.
out, right?
Devontae's
Devontae Adams
out.
is out. They're
Yep.
going to double Puka. By
It's
the
got
way,
him Parkinson.
what the
In
hell?
daily fantasy, in the the Captain Showdown
DFS?
mode,
Yep.
I have one lineup with Colby Parkinson
So do I,
as the
as captain.
captain. Yeah.
Absolutely.
After what happened with Waller last week,
Do you know
and
what else?
with Lincoln Adams being out this week,
Do
I'm
you know
like
who
Colby
else?
Parkinson. He's my captain.
Do you know who else I have? I did a bunch of the jukeboxes,
No, I know. I
of
love the
of captain
jukeboxes so
mode. I
much.
did like eight captain modes. I've got three of them where they're what's Myers, the kicker for Seattle. I have him as the captain.
Dude,
Do you know
he's been
he's scored
averaging
over
14
20?
points.
He scored over 20 points in both back-to-back 23 and 26. Dude,
Yeah, I
so I
have him
put
in one of
him
mine too.
as a captain, and I
I
also have
also have
Colby
Rashid Shaheed
Parkinson.
as one too.
I love that one. I think I probably have him as well. I've got the defense. I've got the Rams defense, and I also have the Seattle defense.
My one
Each
with
one.
Rashid Shaheed is like Shaheed is the captain, then all these stars, and then I had to go with just some rando to fill it out for $1,000 that I just
Right.
threw it away
You're
to
like,
have the other guys.
right. A guy who's had like one catch every 5 games, and
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
maybe this
pretty
is the
much.
one. Maybe this is the one. Yeah, well, I have Kyle Pitts as the tight end that you must start versus Arizona. First of all, Arizona is one of the worst versus tight ends. We saw what happened with Kyle Pitts last week. I will retract this if Drake London plays, but I can't see why anyone would make a decision to play somebody like Drake London in these meaningless games when he's coming off injury, when he's been banged up the whole season. So I assume he won't play. And if he doesn't, Kyle Pitts versus Arizona. I'm not saying he's going to have another epic freaking 45-pointer, but it'll be good.
Yeah.
So are you looking to see who picked him up?
Yeah, I was trying to find it really quickly.
Well, then, while you're doing that, I will say
I'm trying to not look at the score. I don't want to look at my own.
Oh yeah, that's impossible. You know what? Don't do it. You're gonna ruin it.
No. I can look up Colby.
Well, I will tell you
quarterback.
Yeah.
That's Silent Nation.
Yeah. A quarterback to sit is Baker Mayfield versus Carolina. We already put respect on Carolina's name. Baker's been off. I know people are saying, well, this is the week he must.
Oh my God.
Back.
Sort of gay.
Oh, it was sort of gay.
He fucking did. I got Rob's playing to win, baby. I love it.
So is Bert. You know what? I give credit to Bert.
I got to stop looking at these things because it did show me the score of the game, and now
I don't want to know.
I'm upset that I know.
All right, what quarterback are you saying? We'll we'll do
Let me
this
go back to
super
the notes. Let's
fast.
just do this. Let's get through this. Yes. Let's finish this so we can get back to
Yes,
this. Okay. So to sit, okay. This is gonna blow your mind. T
do it.
Law, Trevor Lawrence at the
No,
Broncos.
love it.
What
Denver.
he's coming off 6 touchdowns. Everyone's like, start him, start him. I'm like, don't start him. It's a warm weather team playing in the cold against the number one defense or number one or two defense in the league. Don't start Trevor Lawrence this week.
I agree with you 100%. Do you have any others? I only have one of each on
That's
these.
it.
Okay, so for running backs, would you like to lead us off on the sit?
Pacheco at Tennessee and oh no, Pacheco's my one running back to stop. My one wide
My
receiver is
one,
Waddle versus the Bengals.
my one running back is RJ Harvey versus
Sure.
Jacksonville. Jacksonville's defense is fourth against the run, and Harvey's been a little
But that,
mid.
he's a rook. It's been up and down. I get that.
Yeah. How about wide receivers to sit?
Waddle.
Of course. I got Wan'Dale Robinson, Mr. Touchdown. I think you should sit him versus Minnesota. Their defense has come back a little bit.
Okay. All right. They have. Remember, I was talking about this defense. They're so Jekyll and Hyde. They drive me crazy.
Yeah.
That's all I have for the must sits.
I had this. I'm not even going to say it because I don't believe it. I read it. I'm reading it, and I don't believe it. So I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
So I'm done with it. I was going to say something about a tight end, but I'm not going to.
Sleepers and flyers, DFS. My guys are Bryce Young versus the Bucks, 5,100. Sean Tucker for 4,200 because they keep giving him goal line work. Jalen Coker versus the Bucks for 4,400. And Johnston, if he plays, at Dallas, 4,900. Quentin
Johnston is 4,900. Wow.
4,900.
That's
I know that's
a
what I'm
bargain.
saying. It's a bargain.
That's a bargain.
The bargain.
So for me, my sleepers are JJ McCarthy versus the Giants at 4,900 and Gardner Minshew versus it's Tennessee. You can pass on Tennessee, but he's only 4,500. Again, it's a DFS flyer. My running back, hear me out. Amir Abdullah versus San Francisco. Did you know that he was actually the team leader in targets for the Colts?
No.
Yeah. It's nuts. So I think he had 6 targets and caught 5 of them. I'm not saying he was a team leader with 1 million targets. 6 is not a lot for the leader, but Amir Abdullah as a sleeper, 4,300. And I got a Jalen as well for wide receivers, but it's Naylor versus the Jets for 3,500, right? Great matchup. They just scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Chemistry's brewing. And Demario Pop Douglas versus the Ravens for 3,300.
That's a good one.
And Colby Parkinson I had, and Darren Waller, which I no longer believe.
Yeah, well, he's banged up, so it's hard to say. I mean, that shot he took in the knee, I'm surprised he stood up and finished the game.
I do have 2 other. What about defenses? Did you do any of those? DFS?
I did not. Go for it.
I got 2. There's 2 pretty obvious ones to me, which are the Browns. Cleveland Browns, 2,200. They're a great defense anyway, and Josh struggles. And the Chargers versus Dallas, 2,400. Chargers have a good defense anyway.
Go get that beautiful.
Pretty good.
Yeah, get that beautiful butterfly. Get your net and catch that beautiful butterfly.
Okay.
All right, let's make some money. Let's make some money.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So, I may be way out over my skis with my locks and my dice rolls.
But
I see a lot of good choices out there this week. Here are my locks. I'm just going to run through them, and you can tell me if I'm crazy. I'll justify them as we go. Rams of Seattle tonight, over 42.5. I felt like that was I know it's rainy, but these are still strong offenses, strong defenses. But 42.5 felt very low for me for this game. I feel very comfortable with the over. Commanders +7 at the Eagles. Again, I think the Commanders might win outright, and +7 gives you the option for the push. So even if you lose, you might not lose. And then Saints -5 at the Jets. Again, with Brady Cook situation.
That's a good. I like this one the most. So far.
I love that one. Bengals -4 at Miami. Again, I think they're going to have a real good time down in Miami.
That's not a very big spread. That's not very much.
4. I see them
against
winning
yours
by 7.
Against a rookie.
I know. I see it as being a 7-10 situation.
I like that one a lot too. Yeah.
And then the Pats +3.
That's my lock of the week.
At the Ravens.
That's my lock of the week.
I don't see them losing 2 in a row. You can almost do the money line, but +3, take the 3. And again, if it's at 3, you have the opportunity for a push. So even if you lose, you don't lose. So
Correct.
whenever it's a flat number like that, to me, that's a lock. Because even if you lose, you don't lose. That to me, that's still a win.
Yes. That was my lock. I only have the one lock, and it was that because when you give New England points, and you know what, I don't understand this. Something is amiss. Maybe there's some chicanery going on, but give me those 3 points. That's my lock of the week. I have a couple of dice rolls. I'll take Tennessee +3
I
over Kansas City.
That's so funny. My dice roll with Tennessee is money line
Yeah,
plus
that's also what
140
is it? What is it?
plus 140 versus the
Yeah,
Chiefs. Okay.
love
They're
that.
at
Yeah,
home. They're at home.
yep,
And I
yep.
like the under actually, under 37.5, which is low, but I just don't see either team scoring a lot of points.
Except if you like Pollard, he might ruin that
I think you
maybe. But I
wind up
guess he can't
I
do it
think you wind up
himself.
at somewhere around,
He ain't going to score
23
37
to
points.
10.
Yeah, he ain't going to score 37 points himself. I like that. I have the Chargers +2.5 over the Cowboys. I don't
Okay.
understand how the Chargers are not. This almost should be a lock, honestly. Chargers have everything to play for.
I
Cowboys
think
have
the
nothing to play
problem there
for.
is that, you don't know what Dallas team shows up when the pressure's off.
Yeah, yeah.
For me,
And
dice roll again, dice roll. Oh, sorry. Do you have any more dice rolls?
yeah, just two other ones. The Giants +3 over Minnesota and Carolina +3 over Tampa. Boy, I kind of
I have
want to
them as
just
dice roll
put my
too. I
real
also
money
have
on
them as
that.
dice roll. Carolina +3 versus the Bucks. To me, that
Yeah,
was I wanted to put that in my locks. I couldn't,
hard to do it.
it's in my dice rolls. Okay, now this
Yeah,
is going to sound crazy, especially after last week. But Browns plus 10 and a half versus the
10 and a
Bills
half.
at home. I like 10 and a half. It's got the hook on it. I'll take 10 and a half. Commanders money line. I know my lock is Commanders +7. You want a dice roll? This is what I took. Money line them versus
What
the
is it?
Eagles.
Two something,
Something like
230,
that, like plus
220.
230. Yeah, plus 230, I think it was.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't know. Wow, you got a real vibe, dude,
I
over
got a
there.
real vibe on this one. I really do, because the Eagles aren't as good as they look. They were playing Las Vegas.
You mean, oh,
Saints
yeah.
-5 versus the Jets. Again, dice roll, but it seems pretty juicy. We already
I
covered
like
the
it.
Panthers +3, already
Yep.
covered Tyson's money line. And then, okay, this is a heavy dice roll, and it's entirely based on if Gino plays. But if Gino plays, the Raiders +14. 14's a lot. It's 2 touchdowns. And the Texans aren't that explosive.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I look, man. There's a reason that line is what it is, and
again,
it,
it's a
it
dice roll. And again, if
yeah,
Gino doesn't play, don't touch it.
yeah. If
But
Gino
if Gino
plays,
plays,
then the line will
four,
probably
it
change a little
will. You
bit.
have to get in on it now and hope Gino plays. This is at the
Oh,
bottom of my list.
see, I don't want to put my money on
This is
hoping
this is a
Gino plays. Yeah,
blow on these. You have luck. Blow on these, hot lady. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, it's an extreme dice roll, but 14 is a lot.
yeah, it is. It is. If it was 14 and a half, I'd do it. I need another half.
If it
Give
were
me another
14 and a
half.
half, I would stick with the Texans. No, no,
I know
no.
you get the
No, no, no.
points. You
14
get
and
the
a half.
points.
Yes.
I want
14 and a
14
half.
and a half
Well, and
points. Yeah,
again,
yeah.
that puts us in the push range, which if it's
But
just
I want to,
14, we push. So you lose, you don't lose.
my God, they're gonna get 14 is a lot. And you know what? It's not like the Texans are putting up a ton of
That's
points.
what I'm saying. The
So
Texans aren't the most explosive offense in the world.
what's the over under? Do you have that in front of you?
I don't, but it's not great.
Okay, no problem. No
And
problem.
I
Yeah.
did look at the over under, but for me it was too dicey between the two
Mm,
teams. I can't tell who's
curious.
going to do what, but
Yeah.
I did like the under on Titans Chiefs because I think that'll be low scoring.
37 and a half. Well, this is going to be fun. Tell you what, man. Uh, good luck to me and in my league with you. And
You're a
good luck
lock,
to you.
dude. You know what? I'll
And
say
good
this.
luck
Let
to
me
you
say
in all
one
your
last
other
thing. Let me
leagues.
say one last thing.
Yeah.
When teams go wire to wire in first place, they stumble in the playoffs. Okay? But not your teams. You are one of those guys that seems impervious to that situation. So I'll give you that. And that's why I look forward to it coming down to Monday night, but I don't think it'll be close. And as I said at the top of the show, I think I will be counting on a career day from George Kittle and a historic
Amon Ra and the
shutdown
defense.
and
Yeah.
a historic shutdown of JT to give me even hope come Monday night.
If I play him, I might play Judkins instead. I got to figure this all out. I got to figure it out.
Okay.
Love you, buddy. Go win your semis,
Listen,
people.
man, this is what it's about. This is what we all these weeks, $100 to get all this in
Yeah,
and have a great
$100.
time. So crazy good times. It's
What's
never bad. It's always good. And listen, I love playing for the Consolation League in our League of Record because I want that first round draft pick. I've got Scattaboo as my keeper. I am
oh
boy, you lock me into that first pick, second pick. Oh, I'm gonna get you, baby.
okay?
I'm gonna go get my fifth title in our league of record. So that's what's on tap for next season.
Go get it.
All right, brother man. This has been the week 16. Oh, it goes so fast.
Unbelievable. The semis.
Here
The
we go.
semis.
Fantasy football and what?
Oh,
Harsh
reality.
reality.